Greetings and salutations, dreamers in dreamland. Welcome to the latest edition of Listen to Me. Listen to Me, Volume 40. That's right, this is the Big 4-0. And we have a monumental episode of Listen to Me today. One topic. Today is Friday, August 20th, 2021. And that's very important to this Listen to Me because tomorrow is August 21st, 2021. And that will be what could be the date of the final fight of the legendary Manny Pacquiao. That's right. Tomorrow night, Manny Pacquiao will challenge the WBA champion of the world at 147 pounds, the WBA super champion at welterweight, Dennis Ugas. Now, this is very interesting. Manny Pacquiao, yes, he did win the WBA super, full-fledged, full title at 147 pounds. Yes, he did when he defeated Keith Thurman. But that was 2 years ago. And since then, the WBA has since stripped Manny Pacquiao of his WBA Super Championship of the World at 147 pounds, the WBA full-fledged welterweight title. Now, I don't want to say the WBA Super Welterweight Championship of the World because that could be confusing and some people could think I'm talking about 154 pounds. Junior middleweight, super welterweight. That's not what I'm talking about. The WBA gets very confusing with their championships. They have the WBA Interim, the WBA Gold, the WBA Regular, and the WBA Super at every weight. So it's very confusing. Very confusing. And the WBA claims to be cleaning this up, but it's still very muddy. However, Dennis Ugas was the WBA Regular Champion, and he was since upgraded to WBA Super Champion at 147 pounds. So, although Manny Pacquiao did already win this title, it has since been stripped from him. This is very interesting. The WBA wasn't so Johnny on the spot, stripping Leo Santa Cruz at 126 pounds, who's still the WBA Super 126 pound champion, although he hasn't fought at 126 pounds in over 2 years. Gervonta Davis is somehow occupying 3 WBA titles, the WBA regular title at 140, the WBA regular title at 135, and the WBA super title at 130, although his last fight was at 140. And he hasn't had a fight at 130 pounds in over a year. So this is very interesting as well. The WBA was not so Johnny on the spot to strip Keith Thurman, who leading up to his fight with Manny Pacquiao was inactive for a longer period of time than Manny Pacquiao has been inactive leading up until his fight with Dennis Ugas. So it's very interesting, but the WBA stripped Manny Pacquiao. Dennis Ugas from Cuba is the champion of the world at 147 pounds. According to the WBA, he is their full-fledged super champion at 147 pounds. All those things said, tomorrow night, Dennis Ugas, Olympic bronze medalist, Dennis Ugas, full-fledged champion at 147 pounds for the WBA, 26-4. All 4 losses come by decision. He's never been knocked out. This guy can take a punch. He's got 12 knockouts and 26 wins. Not exactly a power puncher, but Dennis Ugas is an educated puncher. He can put on some educated pressure, and he can throw some educated counter shots with some real steam on him. Ask Sean Porter. That was a very close fight between Dennis Ugas and Sean Porter. Sean got the nod. He was the champion going into the fight. I felt it could have went either way. And when someone is an incumbent champion, you really got to beat him. So I didn't really have a problem with the outcome, but Dennis Ugas looked good that night. Dennis Ugas' signature win is against Omar Figueroa. Omar Figueroa was undefeated. Figueroa was undefeated before Dennis Ugas put that chink in the armor and put that L on his record. So Dennis Ugas is a pretty formidable guy. 30 professional fights. He's not a rookie. Cuban background as an amateur. Excellent fighter. But on the other hand, you have a legend. A living legend. And Manny Pacquiao, okay? 62 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws. 39 knockouts. 3 times he's been knocked out. Most recently by Juan Manuel Marquez. We all remember what happened in that fight. But previous to that, Manny Pacquiao had not been knocked out in quite some time. Manny Pacquiao is a very durable fighter and he's a legend. And, a lot of people say Father Time is undefeated. I don't think that's true. George Foreman beat Father Time. Bernard Hopkins beat Father Time. He did. Yes, he did. And Father Time is not necessarily undefeated. Does Father Time always get the last laugh? Absolutely. Duh. That's not something up for debate. At the end of the day, nobody here is immortal. Time is going to get us all eventually. Everybody will be 6 feet deep at some point. If not, turn to ash. So time will eventually get the last laugh, but it's not undefeated. And tomorrow night, time will not be undefeated. It will not win. Manny Pacquiao will. Manny Pacquiao will win a decision victory against your Dennis Ugas in a fight that will leave no doubts on the table that Manny Pacquiao is a legend. Now, that's no knock or diss to your Dennis Ugas. I just want to keep this clean and concise and as short as possible. My last video, the last listen to me, was above 20 minutes. This one, I want to keep it under 6. So until we meet again, my friends, I am your favorite boxing shaman, Manny Pacquiao, by decision. I'm calling 9 rounds to 3. That's what it's going to look like. You heard it here first. Remember, I love each and every one of you, but not nearly equally. Peace.